Hi, today topic is ETL process with an example. So, what is the procedure for ETL process? Procedure. Creating source definition. Creating target definition. Creating mapping with source definition and target definition. Creating session, task to execute, mapping. Providing source connection and target connection in session task. Creating workflow to execute session task. Execute workflow and run workflow. Execute workflow and observe workflow execution. So this is the entire procedure what we have to do for ETL process. An example, my source details are table is database name, database is ORCL, database is ORCL, username is Scott, table name is EMP, and target details database is ORCL, username target, table name T_EMP. So this is my source details, this is my target details. So I want to load the data from this table of this schema within the database. Database same, schema is different, target schema, target database table. We will see this entire ETL process, how to creating source definition, creating target definition, creating mapping with source definition and target definition, and creating session task to execute mapping. And after creation of the session task, we need to provide the source connection, target connection in session task, and creating workflow to execute session task, execute workflow and observe workflow execution. See, designer, a source analyzer tool. So within the source analyzer, how to create a source definition, import from database. Why? Because my source is database table. Here username is Scott and owner name Scott automatically will come, and password is Tiger. When you click on connect button, it will show you all the tables which are existed in the Scott. So manually, if you see this is the schema, Scott schema, select star from cat, all tables. What are the tables are existed here? 13 tables. All the tables are existed here also, 13 tables, right? So from which table you want to extract the data, that table you have to create as a source definition. I selected here EMP and click on OK. Yeah, so here already is there source definition. That is the reason it is asking rename, replace, skip. Click on skip. So this is the way how to create a, so this is the EMP which is existed here, right? And in the target database, so how to create a target definition. So target definition also we can create. So to show you the source definition and target definition, we will open a Informatica Power Center repository manager. Here we can create the folder. Create a folder. Folder name is example. So folder is created, examples folder, and same folder is available in here also. So disconnect, connect again. So examples folder. Here you can create the source definitions. Sources, import from database, and select the ODBC connection for Oracle database and give the schema name Scott and owner name Scott, password Tiger. Click on connect. Now it will show you all the tables which are existed. Select the EMP table, click on OK. Now we have created the source definition. Source definition. What is the source definition? If you go manually, here EMP table is there. DESCRAB, describe EMP. It is showing you the structure of the table. Same structure you can see here also. Same structure here also you can see. And creating a target definition. In our procedure, second step, creating target definition. Here connect to target designer and go to targets, import from database, and Oracle underscore CON is the ODBC connection. Target, owner name target, data password is also target. Click on connect. Here it will show you the target schema tables. What are the tables are existed here? All the tables. Manually if you want to see, here show user target, here select star from cat. All the target schema tables are existed here. See how many tables we have. All the tables are available here also. What is your target table? In which table you want to load the data? That we are creating as a target definition. Target repository, click on save. Repository, click on save, and click on mapping designer. So source definition is created, target definition is created here. So you can see here definitions, but you can see in the folders source definitions are available under sources subfolder of examples main folder, and target is another subfolder which maintains all the target definition. Source definitions are available under sources subfolder within the ODBC connection, from which ODBC, by using which ODBC connection you have imported from source database under that ODBC connection within the sources subfolder of a main folder of examples. Here this is source definition, target definitions. You can see, if you want to see the whole definition properly, detailed, it is available. Right click, clear all. So it will be cleared. The screen will be cleared. But if you want to see again, you can drag and drop. You can see everything. Okay, and the target also same thing. If you clear, if you want to see, you can drag, drop here. It will be cleared again. So now source definition is there, target definition is there. To create a mapping, source definition and target definition is required. Click on the mapping, go to mapping, create. Mapping name according to standards, M underscore is the prefix. Then we can give any name according to our requirement. Here sample1. What is M underscore? Sample1, right click, copy, click on OK. Here this is EMP, and drag and drop here, and this is a drag drop here. So as and when you drag and drop a source definition from sources subfolder, you can see a source qualifier is the default. A transformation is available. Source qualifier is the default transformation. Right click and take and connect here. What is this? Here the connections, whatever the connections I have created, see, drag them, they are turning into red color, and go to edit and click on delete. Then you can delete the connections. If you want to connect source qualifier ports, this port you can connect like this one by one. If you want to remove any port, click on that, it turns into red color. Then go to edit, click on delete. Otherwise you can press on delete button in your keyboard. And so if you connect all at a time, right click here, select all, and take the first port of the source qualifier and connect to first port of the target definition. So all ports correspondingly will be connected. So you can connect like this whenever the ports, number of ports of source qualifier, number of ports of the target definition are same in terms of names, in terms of data types, then only it is possible. Otherwise we have to connect them by observing each and everything. So this is the mapping which is created with the source definition and target definition. Source definition is EMP, default source qualifier is SQ_EMP, and T_EMP is the target definition. Mapping is created according to our procedure. Once you create a source definition, target definition, then we can create a mapping with source definition and target definition. And creating session task to execute mapping. If you want to run this mapping, then you have to create a session task. To create a session task, we need to open workflow manager window. Informatica Power Center Workflow Manager, where you can see the task developer, workload designer, workflow designer. Task developer is the tool where you can create the tasks. Session task is one of them. How to create a session task? And here, if you want to see, the examples folder is not existed here. Disconnect and connect it again. Now we can see. Examples subfolder. Examples folder is available here, and connect to this examples is connected. And now under task developer, tools, task developer, under task developer you can see task create. What type? Here we can create, there are three types of tasks: session task, command task, email task. We will discuss command task, email task later. Now we are discussing session task. Session task is the task which is used to execute the mapping, So what is the standard we are following at the time of providing a name of the session task? S underscore is the prefix, and after S underscore I want to provide a mapping name for which you are creating the session. My mapping name is here. What is the mapping? M underscore sample. I want to run this mapping. That is the reason I am creating this session task. So M underscore sample is my mapping name. So I want to give that name only. So this is my session name. I am copying this for the usage purpose. Click on create, and here you can see list of all the mappings which are already created. From this list, for which mapping you are creating this session, we need to select. So there is only one mapping, so defaultly it is selected. Click on OK. Done. Double click on this, go to mapping tab. Under sources you have SQ_EMP. So for this I want to provide a connections. Under connections you can see here Oracle_Scott_connection. Click on this. What is this? Here I am creating I have created connections for source and target. So source connection is required. This is the source connector SCOT connection. Why? Because my EMP is the, see, just observe here, EMP is the table, so source table. This table is existed inside the SCOT, so SCOT schema. So I have created a connection, Oracle underscore SCOT underscore connection. For this connection I have given credentials. This is the name of the connection, this is the username, this is the password, this is the database connection string given. Click on OK. So it will be connected to source database. Source table data will be extracted with the help of this source. And in the under targets you have a target T underscore M. Here also I want to provide under connections. This is the target connection, in which by using which connection you want to load the data in target table. That connection is nothing but Oracle underscore target underscore. Here click on this, you can see this is the name of the connection, this is the type of Oracle, and database name is, schema name is target. This is the password, ORCL is the correction name. Here target load type is normal. What is the target load type? Target load type is a normal, and you have to provide the target load should be normal. Click on apply, click on OK, and go to repository, save this to execute this session. So what, according to procedure, source definition created, target definition created, and mapping with the source definition and target. To run this mapping we created a session task to execute the mapping, and here we provided a source connection and target connections in session task. Now what we have to do, we have to create the workflow to execute the session task, right? So where we can create this workflow, creating workflow, click on this workflow manager. Here you can see workflow designer. When you click on this workflow designer, you will be connected to workflow designer window. Here I want to create a workflow to run a session task or any task. I am creating a workflow create, and you provide the name. So what is the standardness we are following to provide a name for the workflow? WF underscore session name, which is copied already. So this is the name of workflow. By reading this workflow we can understand simply workflow is executing this session, this session is executing this mapping. With the name you can understand very simply what is the mapping, what is the session, what is the workflow. And when you create a session, the session is available under session subfolder. Under session s underscore m underscore sample is the session name. Workflow is created, and drag this session, which one you want to run with this workflow, drag and drop here, and click on this button link task. This is available under task also, link task. Click on this and drag connect to session, leave it, then it will be connected. Go to repository, save it. Workflow also saved. So according to this, creating workflow to execute session task, and execute workflow and observe the workflow execution. Where you can observe this workflow execution, we can observe the workflow execution in workflow monitor window. Where is the workflow monitor window? So this is the workflow monitor window, Power Center workflow monitor. Here our folder is not available, so we can connect, and there is no folder. So there is no folder, examples folder is not existed here. When you run this workflow, then automatically folder will be created under the folder execution, you can observe. So now how to run this workflow? Go to workflow, click on start workflow button. When you click on this start workflow, you can see the here examples folder came automatically, and this is workflow, this is session. Both status are separately given. Succeeded, very early stages, the status of this session task or workflow is succeeded running. Once it is successfully executed and it is succeeded. So this is workflow, this is session. And here below you can see there are two separate sections are there. To separate is output window. This is output window. This is what exactly the window is. Informatica Integration Services, right? Informatica Integration Services. When you right click on this, you can see run properties. What is the run properties? Click on the run properties. When you click on run properties, here see more values, task details. So task details, you can observe what is the instance name. s_m_sample is the session task which is executed. Task type is what? Session task, not email task, not command task, session type. This is our integration services. Under this node it is executed. What is the start time? What is the end time? What is the start time and what is the end time? Start time is given, end time is given. What's the 9 and 11, 10, 11, only 1 second time taken, 2 seconds time taken to run this entire and recovery time. Status is succeeded, and here deleted, no. Version number 1, here mapping name is given. Source success rows. What is source success rows? When you run this workflow is executing session task. When session task is executed, so whatever the mapping is internally attached with this session task, at the time of creating session task, what is the mapping you selected, that mapping will execute. When mapping is executed, so source data will be extracted with the help of the connection which we provided at session. So that connection, how many records are retrieved from source database? That is nothing but source success rows. How many source success rows are there? 14 success rows. Source failed rows. How many source failed rows? 0 failed rows. At the time of extracting number of records from source database table, any records are not extracted because of any reason. If it is failed to retrieve the data number of records, those failed rows number is available. Here 0 showing, that is nothing but total records, how many existed in a source database table, all the records are retrieved. And target success rows. At the time of loading inside the target database table, how many rows are loaded? So that is the number of loaded, 14 rows loaded. And is there any rows, any number of rows are failed at the time of loading because of any reason? So 0 came. What is the means? Total records whatever we extracted, and every record is loaded into target, no problem faced here. So you can see manually also. Here this is a SCOT, show user, select count of star from EMP. How many rows are there? 14 rows. And this is executed. Now I want to check select star from T_EMP. How many records are loaded here? 28 rows are existed, but 14 records are loaded. Previously 14 records are there, existed here. So let me do it again. Truncate table T_EMP is truncated. Select star from T_EMP. There is no data. So if you run this workflow again, now it will show you the exactly how many records succeeded from running status, now succeeded, done. What is the meaning of this? Right click, get run properties. If you see here, you can see this 14 records are extracted, 14 records. Now go to target, here check 14 records loaded. Previously there was no data, no rows selected. So after execution of the workflow, we can see the 14 rows are selected here, right? And you can see session logs. What is session logs? A separate session log file is created logs file. Here each and every step by step what process was running when you run this workflow, what process internal step by step what internal happened, it is showing us. Every step is given to us, right? So that we will easily analyze how it was executed. And you can workflow run properties. The same way workflow run properties are there, workflow logs also there. Okay, both are different. This is workflow logs, workflow details. So session run properties, you can see session task details. Clear? So it is very clearly understanding that when you create a source target definition mapping session task and to execute session task workflow, when you run the workflow from source table, data will be loaded into target database level. You can see the data, what data is loaded inside the target database by clicking a target definition. Here also you can check the target table preview data if you want. So sometimes we will not have any kind of a connection information of the target tables, like this we cannot see sometimes. In such cases what we do, open the designer and right click on the target definition, click on preview data and give the ODBC connection whatever you created for target database, and here provide the username of the target and owner name automatically will come. Then give the password and click on connect. Now data will be extracted from the target database table. Whatever you loaded recently that is going to be extracted will be available here. So this is nothing but totally entire ETL process. Okay, so ETL process with an example for table to table. What is this? ETL process with an example for table to table. So my source is table, target is also table. How to load the data from source database table to in target database table. So this is the topic in this video we are discussing. And